appreciate you guys helping us out, man, and doing everything you can. We like to subscribing, and sharing, and Spotify hits, and the Apple Podcast hit, the Google Podcast hit. So much love, and we appreciate everybody that's doing it. And I want to say one more thing. No, fuck this. I gotta say this. I have to say this. I watch a lot of people that be, sit up there saying they support everybody and friends, families, and everything like that. And I see you supporting and posting shit about other people, but you can't support your family and friends. So I just want you to think about that tonight. Like, you know what I mean? If you see this podcast and if you haven't shared and liked or supported us or subscribed, you know what I mean? I want you to think about that, because at the end of the day, like, you got niggas out here that's trying to build a platform and do something good and positive. And for you to not sit up here and say and support your family, then I got a problem with that. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, support.
It's support. So like, if you really fuck with us and we really your family and we really your brothers or your cousins or whatever you say that we are to you, then you will fucking share. You sharing and liking all this other shit, this bullshit, this TMZ and all this other shit that's going on out here. Like, you can't take time to support niggas that did shit for you. I don't get it. But that's
cool. Your community, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, but I just had to say something about that. I didn't appreciate that shit. You know what I mean? And I know bro don't either.
Yeah, man, I mean,
real is real. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But for the ones who did, and the ones that listen, and the ones that subscribe and give us feedback and tell us how they feel about everything, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and much respect. Thank you. And we thank you so many times, 20 times, 1,000 times. Thank you.
100, man. Yeah, like I said, support your own people, you know. But you know, it is what it is. Everybody support what they choose to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their right and their freedom to do that. But yeah, you know what I mean? Just leave a comment, you know what I mean? Like, you know, something like that. Shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, but might as well get straight into it.
Go ahead.
We already
started from the beginning.
Where we at? Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do this one, because
man, everybody know Derrick Jaxn. Whatever.
You obviously got a beef with this guy right here.
I don't have no problem with this nigga. Like, I really don't have a problem with him, but I do have a problem if you sit up here scamming people, man. I have a problem if you scamming. You're supposed to be this type of relationship guru. You talk about, like, you know, hey, like, you treat your woman better and doing all this shit, but you do this. Play the video. Let's play the video.
Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae, and we just wanted to address a couple of things. You know, we understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, you know, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside of marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a bunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God. then I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent, and think that I can't be held accountable. You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that.
I'm all right, stop it. I'm done. I'm done listening to it. I'm done listening to it. I'm done listening to it. Let's stop
it. Maybe it might sound like a new DVD series or something.
Nah, this nigga is wild as shit.
Like a cheap recovery.
This is what I talk about, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe he's trying to do like a marriage saving system. They about to come out with a DVD.
I don't know what the fuck they about to do, but this does seem like
married. Have you cheated already? Have you slept with other women? Figure out how to make the spark come back.
Bruh, no, it goes different than that, bruh. You gotta understand how many times he been bashing niggas and doing all this other shit, bruh. And just making niggas feel really bad about a lot of shit. And you out here doing the same shit. This is what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Like, stop looking at these niggas on social media, bruh. These niggas are a fucking circus, bruh. The greatest show on earth. It's a show. It's like WWE and all this other shit. It's a fucking show. It's a show. This shit is a show. It's scripted. This nigga is just like any other nigga out here, bro. We all make motherfucking mistakes. What makes y'all think this nigga sits and look at the camera and talks about a relationship, looks at the camera like this, and listen to your bullshit and thinks that he's a fucking like a relationship guru? He's not. He's a man. He's a fucking man. He's a man. We all make fucking mistakes, bro. This nigga is no better than anybody else, bro. He's a man, bro. People look at this nigga for fucking guidance, bro. And he's out here, and it took this long. He been bashing people, bashing men, bashing women, bashing everybody, but he's out here fucking up.
Yeah, man. I mean, I never heard of this guy before. I don't look for relationship advice, so anybody out there looking for relationship advice, that's probably a no-no in the first place. But yeah, man, I mean, that's, like I said, it's just sad to see this unfold, but you know, like
it's not even necessarily like you looking for relationship advice or anything like that. You looking for somebody who thinks, you know what I mean, that can help you. You looking for like, it's like a pastor. You know what I mean? This is like a pastor. It's like you know what I mean? It's the same shit. You looking for guidance. You looking for guidance, and he can't give you guidance because this is probably doing worse than you.
Wait a minute.
And apparently he been fucking.
Wait a minute. Let me explain something to you. First of all, anybody looking for a pastor is a fool. Okay, you're looking for guidance, you better go to your ancestors. Okay, or God Himself. But I think what you probably mean to say is more like people look to find somebody to look up to. This is about people to look up to. People idolize people, and then try to make themselves, imagine themselves to be those people and pick up their behaviors. They just idolize this guy because he made himself to be impressionable as a caring and loving husband. But like I told you earlier, he sold it. He scammed. It's white collar scam. It's perfectly normal. Like, plenty of white people do it in America. And I was just watching on YouTube the other day, white people still using the Africa scam. They just took it, brought it over to YouTube, where they go over to Africa and those videos of people with gigantic growths on their face or fucking bony as shit and anorexia and don't got no food. Donate today and you can contribute to a whole village. Like, they're still doing that today. It went from the infomercials on TV to YouTube ads. I just seen that shit yesterday. And I was telling you, I said, damn, white people still using Africa to scam? But that shit was out. Like, I thought you couldn't even, I thought it was like played out. Niggas still doing that shit. So anybody, you gotta realize people are susceptible to shit, man. They just vulnerable and ignorant.
It's vulnerable because it's just like I'm gonna say this. It's just like they don't know what to do in situations. So they look for other people to help. You see what I'm saying? They look for other people to help because they don't understand. They necessarily don't understand. And obviously this guy don't understand either because he's fucking bitches raw. Other than his wife.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Would you ask somebody for advice that you barely knew?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, but the thing is, you gotta think this nigga's posting thousands and thousands and thousands of videos and everything like that. Just kind of like a Steve Harvey type thing. You see what I'm saying? You know how many like the think like a man type shit?
Didn't Steve Harvey do the same thing?
Yeah.
So why?
I mean, I get it, but what people to understand is read your Bible. Stop listening to these niggas.
Bible scam. Look, the Bible.
Everything is a scam. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, everything is a scam. This is just like trust yourself, bro. And the thing is, I just don't like niggas like that. I don't like niggas like that that's out here acting like they out here the perfect gentleman and doing all these motherfucking things. And you trying to give this a life coach bullshit and all this other shit, and you out here fucking bitches raw. And going home and fucking your wife raw.
Let me say this though. There's plenty of
fuck with that shit.
There's plenty of priests and shit like that in the Vatican who done touched and molested little boys to this day, and they still get excommunicated to other places around the world, and they continue to keep doing it. And they never change. And they never get in trouble. They never checking with nobody.
Right.
It happens every day. Some pedophile ass priest in Rome, Vatican, go touch a little boy butt. You feel me? Or get the little boy touch his penis and shit like that.
Yeah, I get it, bro.
And I'm saying, like, come on, if they gonna do this to him, let's hold everybody accountable. That's how I feel too. Let's not take this out of context. Like, there's plenty of people who have misled people before. I still feel like Kirk Franklin is one of them people. I still feel like T.D. Jakes is one of them people. You know, these dudes is living alternative lives and they're selling faith and whole identity that other people identify with, but they're not really that person. And we figured that out when he did the phone shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's not this long, holding down person, not 24/7 around the clock like he portrayed himself to be, so he can sell. You feel me? But that's his product that when he packages himself for it to be his own product, that's what he is, the clean cut, God-fearing man. And you know.
And it kind of reminds me of one of this video, honestly, it kind of reminds me of one of those Jada Pinkett and Will videos, except for it's vice versa. Like he's the Jada and she's the Will. Look at her face.
Yeah, no, she does resemble.
like look at her face. Like it's like I had. Her face is saying like I'm not cool.
To be honest, that shit look worse than I don't know Will Smith shit, but they equally look bad.
They equally look bad. It's just like she looks embarrassed. It looks like this shit. Like okay, we're gonna say this, bitch. I'm paying the bills in this bitch, and if you want this shit still paid, then we need to do this because obviously it's out. I'm getting these DMs, and honestly, I don't even think he would have said something until these bitches brought it into the light. Let's say that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty
sure. No, he would have said shit.
Listen. You see her and you see him.
Yeah.
He's been on this. This was consensual. He was hitting that.
He's going to continue to be on that, bro. He's not going to change.
No, I'm saying to you, though, she knew he was doing that.
Yeah.
What happened was one of them bitches threatened him and tried to, hush money type situation.
Right.
You see her face? She already knew he was getting other bitches. Look at her face. You think that don't spell? This is some regular shit. You know, it's okay. Like he always does it, and she like,
it's normalized.
yeah, she like one of them joints that just like, yeah, you know, it's okay.
God damn, man, but damn, like, ouch, man. That shit look like it just look like she's trapped, bro. Look at her face, bro. It's like a crack to hell.
Bro, she's trapped.
She's trapped. It's when we was just talking about Tiana time. We was talking about Cardi B and Austin. We was talking about all this other shit. It's like a trap.
Man, listen, it's I don't know if Cardi B and Offset that ain't the same situation. She just
It's not, but it's at the same time because they both make money. I don't know what Shorty do right here.
just not that. She just Cardi B girls that because of perception and some people desire to have their family together so bad they willing to put up with somebody else's bullshit just to motherfucking make themselves feel reassured that they're doing the right thing and that the kid had the right experience, and they'll take all types of shit up their ass.
Right.
And that's what that's all about. But let's keep it 100. Like, again, Cardi B is up here, bro is down here. She don't need that nigga, bro. That's just some family value shit that she on.
Hey, man, I get it. But at the end of the day, I mean, we all try to keep a family, bro. We all try to do the right thing because we all think that's, you know what I mean? You know, it's the right thing to do.
But what is the right thing to do?
Right thing is for you to be happy enough and well enough to take care of your kids. That's the right thing to do.
Man, like, I'm saying, like, what is the right thing to do? Like, when you gotta think about it, like, everybody is different. Everybody's perception is different. We all come from different cultures, different places around the world. And some things like polygamy in Africa, that's normal over there. You know what I'm saying? To us, that's a bad thing. Oh my God, you can't have 10 wives or 10 kids. I remember my youngin was showing me a video, and nigga, it was so crazy. But again, like our perception, this nigga had what was a wedding or a baby shower? I think it was like a baby shower. He had like 10 baby mothers, and they was all pregnant. They came out and he like felt their stomach and was like, oh yeah, next one. Felt their stomach, like, oh yeah, next one. And I was like, damn, that's wild as shit. These niggas in Africa just do this shit on the regular. Like,
like 18 bitches.
It wasn't like all the women was smiling. They was proud. I was like, damn, bro. Like, but again, our perception, like a Christian from over here, oh my God, that's ungodly. And he's going to go to hell. So it's like, that's why you got to just, people going to do what they want to do, bro. And ain't nothing you can do. You can't control that shit.
I agree with it, bro. People want to do what they want to do, but don't sit up here and act like you're not doing a certain thing. That's what I'm saying. Don't build this type of show like your ass is living this type of life, and then on the back burner, your shit come out, and you live in a totally different life. That's what I'm saying. Social media, ladies and gentlemen. Watch shit, man.
But listen to the thing, though. 90% of what people consume is like that. From the artists that they like, musically, to the movies, to so much stuff.
Right.
People subscribe to the dumbest shit that ain't real, all types of shit. Right. I mean, again, how many people have a favorite rap artist that has a major deal and they think that they're this and this, that, and this and the third, and they're not. You feel me? Or people, like some of the people you've seen that have created a wave and they was capping the whole time. Fake it till you make it, right? Right. Come on, bro. That's like, I mean, I remember OT Genesis saying he did that. And he admitted it. He said, yeah, I'll tell anybody to do it. Like, I did it. Fake it till you make it. He said, I used to wear fake chains, all that shit. He said, fake it till you make it. He said, just make sure you make it, and start laughing. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, that's when I started realizing the rules has changed. Like, you could bend the rules, bro. It's not, that's just what it is. That's how gullible society is. That's how the mind is so entertainable with, it don't matter if it look real or not. Anyway, we're gonna spin off into this other shit, man, that I came across, man. And this all just started from like a meme I seen online and shit. And I thought it was fake or some shit like a joke. And lo and behold, I just did some research, and it was pretty true. But back in 1836, a sewer worker who performed some routine checks within the city of London found an old drain that seemed to lead somewhere. The worker decided to investigate and soon found himself in a place that even the king would have a problem getting there. In 1836, this took place, and basically it was like the Bank of England had started like printing money and shit like that, just kind of like how our banks started printing money and stuff. But they had hid away gold in places where like they thought nobody could find them. And then later on, you know what I'm saying, the nigga found it. But from this shit, like, man, like these motherfuckers, this dude actually wasn't that smart though. Like all he did was have a meeting with the motherfuckers and tell them that he had a meeting down there in the vault with him. I don't know why this nigga didn't take it. So I just wanted to, shed some light on this, man. You got an opportunity like this, man. Don't do the right thing. don't do the right thing, bro. Like,
take the gold.
Right thing, bro. Take the fucking gold, bro. Don't be Mr. Honest. But yeah, man. Like, yeah, this shit is crazy. So,
it is, man, because the sewers is something else, man. And then coming from that type of working environment, man, that shit is just like, it's like an underground railroad. You don't know where the fuck you're gonna go. You don't know where it's gonna lead you to, man. And some of the sewers can lead you to shit like this. That's what people don't understand.
Realize,
man, it's a sewer under a fucking children's hospital. It looks like Egypt. It's big as shit. It's like a couple of blocks from children's hospital. It looks like Egypt. I've been down there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you. And it's straight chlorine water. Not like no normal shit water and nothing like that. It's big. It's like the fucking, it's underground. It's a basin. It's like fucking like, I want to say 30 feet. You gotta climb down a ladder and it's a dark thing. I swear to God, I said, bro, the government got some shit in here. Right. And it goes deep and deep and deep. It's how it looks like Egypt. Got pillars and all this other shit. I said, what the fuck is in there?
National treasure.
Yes, national. Me and my brother been in there. You can ask Deontay because you know what I mean. He's seen that shit, and it's just like crazy because it's just like they say like you only can go on this part and it stop. Don't go nowhere else. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like our whole goal, because the water was so pretty much over flooded that we had to pump certain water out so they could do some work to it.
Right.
They never told us what they was doing work for. Normally you'll hear like, oh, we doing this, even the workers didn't know what the fuck they was doing work for. I'm gonna leave it at that. But it's wild though, because it's just like sewer, and it's not just that. If you look at certain sewers are unmarked.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it goes. Like everything, like you know what I mean. They have like city maps on sewers. You see what I'm saying? And it shows you pretty much every manhole, where it's at, what's the number, it's different numbers, and this, that, and the third. But let me tell you now, some sewers that's here that's unmarked, that never been found. And you don't know where it go. And certain sewers might take you to a place like that around here. You never know.
Well, the crazy part is, so basically, yeah, they thought it was a joke. The guy sent them a letter, told him basically what he had found and all that shit. Yeah. And so he sent us 2 letters. And so they met in the vaults.
And they found all that gold.
Yeah, they found. He finally surrendered to the courtesy instead of dating time. He didn't take it serious. They thought this nigga was a joker. So yeah, so they got there. The sewer worker was standing in front of him. No only God knows anything strange, security measures, but how routine checks lead strangers lead somewhere underground pass found himself inside one of the most secure places in the country. Yeah, man. He left everything untouched. This nigga's a fucking idiot. That's the moral of the story.
Man, nigga, you ain't taking like 4 bricks.
This nigga's a fucking idiot.
And the queen, did you think the queen gave him a reward money? Fuck no. You know, I'm like, you know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about, man. Sometimes chivalry ain't good. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Yeah, nice guys finish last.
Nice is, bruh. I've been telling people for years, bro. That's how the world works in this day and age. Nice guys finish last.
It's always been that way. That was on Wayne's World, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's on Wayne's World, but like, nice guys do finish last, bro.
It's the truth.
No way.
It's a fucking
no way. How else you want to thrive? You gotta, the rich motherfuckers be evil as shit. That's the funny thing about it. They be evil as shit. Them motherfuckers don't have no heart. They don't give a fuck.
And this shit is this is some shit.
This is unreal, bro. This is unreal, bro. I can't even believe it. And he returned all this shit.
Yeah. He didn't even move anything or touch it. He just basically was like, hey, you guys don't want to get caught lacking. Look at what I found. I found a way to get down here. You guys could have got caught lacking. Nigga, you should have took that shit. The fuck is you?
Yeah, I would have took it and then shared it to the family.
Boy.
I would have shared it to the family.
So mind you, bro, this was 1836, boy. It wasn't no cameras, boy. This
oh, God.
Shit, bro.
I don't even want to hear it no more. Do you know how good his family would be right now, bro? Oh, my God.
Bro, this nigga was a fucking idiot, bro. I don't even want to next story, bro.
And then probably fucked up in life. He's probably fucked up in life.
Listen, hold on. Matter of fact, this is his name, so everybody know this ain't no like fake ass shit. The guy's name is, I think, hold on, if I'm mistaken. Shit, I think it's if this is not his name, I gotta look it up. I think is this the author who wrote his joint name? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the author that wrote it.
I gotta look it up, but the guy's name is I found it earlier. I'll get it for y'all. But yeah, that shit.
That nigga wild as shit.
Yeah, man.
It made me want to go back to that type of job, man. Like
you probably should do that shit.
Oh man, god damn, man. But we're gonna have to work in London. Like, we gotta move to London.
Man, you gotta go to that joint.
That's wild as fuck, right? And then he returned it, man. Fuck the queen. That would have been
an idiot.
Could be me. Man, so the ball so high, motherfuckers trying to find me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't sit there. You see how many gold bricks that they had?
Right, I know. That's what I'm saying. Nigga retarded.
It was shitty, but you know what I mean? They were gold bricks. Like, the fuck? Turning that in, bro.
He could have just took a couple joints a day. And he would have nobody would even know. There's no cameras, no nothing. I don't see his name, but it's definitely. Oh, Randolph Gentry. That was his name.
Randolph Gentry.
Gentry climbed out in the drainage covered with the iron plate. Yeah, surprised to find himself inside a vault stacked floor to ceiling with nearly 500,000 gold bars. Hey man, this
bro, how?
This nigga alive, bro.
How, bro? How, bro? I swear to God, I smacked the fuck out of this nigga, dog. He couldn't be my ancestor, bro. He couldn't be my
1836, 500,000 bricks, bro. Hey, bro, like I said, bro, nice guys.
Ain't no fucking way.
Fucking last, boy.
No
If y'all don't learn nothing from this, nice guys finish last. I don't care what you say, bro.
Nice guys finish last. That's true.
And secondly, kissing ass gets you nowhere.
Nowhere. Or just shit like that. The rich people, you look at these rich people are evil as shit. They don't give a fuck about nobody, but they still keep their money.
Real shit, I'll never forget. I seen the joint with like Rick Ross. I forgot what podcast that was. And they said, what do you think about people kiss ass? He said, kissing ass? You can't do that shit. And the nigga asked him, why not? He said, what you mean, why not? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck you mean, why not? Fuck you. Because you can. Like, what the this is kissing ass 101. And this is exactly why you can't do that. This guy could have changed his life and his family legacy forever. The Gentrys are forever going to hate him for that shit. His ancestors, his kids, his descendants always remember that fucking idiot. Our great-grandfather, the fucking idiot Randolph. God, well, I'm gonna pray for y'all, nigga. Damn. You want to take this?
Oh yeah, man. Evanston, Illinois becomes the first U.S. city to pay reparations to Black residents. The Chicago suburbs city council voted 8-1 to distribute $400,000 to eligible Black households. I thought it was, I think it's good, but where the fuck our shit at over here?
Well, I don't think this is good, but I mean, it's kind of good. Well, it's a two-edged sword. I'll just say that.
Well, you know what? You're right. It's not good because I just thought about something.
You already know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I already know what you want to say. But I mean, all these reparation shit is going to just raise up the market, and it's going to make everything much more expensive. Milk gonna go up, ice cream, whatever you like, it's gonna go up. Rent, mortgage, tax.
Not only that, man. This is a lot more dangerous because if anybody actually realized what happens is with reparations is that if you look at any reparation, there's been reparations in the past actually, and this is what I had to become educated on myself. Like after wars back in like Europe, where motherfuckers like fuck some shit up, and then they'd be like if the Dutch fought the French, and the French kicked the shit out of the Dutch ass, well, the Dutch would be like, yo, we need reparations.
You know what's so funny though? Like I remember, did we do that to the Vietnamese?
I ain't gonna say. I'm not sure. Maybe so. I'm not gonna say that.
I think we did.
But I'm just saying, like, that's exactly like usually it will be like a war scenario, right?
Yeah, no, I think we did that to the Vietnamese.
I don't know. You gotta Google that. You can't say I think. We gotta because we gotta be official with that. You gotta Google that.
Let me Google that.
Yeah, I'm just telling you from past wars in the past, in the early civil developments of civilization, that's how reparations went. It was like if you went to war and you crushed the country or some shit like that, they would hit you with some reparation shit. Like, we need money back from you since you whooped, took our shit, devastated the shit out of the country, took all our shit, fucked our trade up, right? So when the countries would end up paying this money out, the country would end up collapsing. You feel me? Because they couldn't keep paying them money. Like, where the fuck are they gonna get it from? So back in the day, this shit used to be lit, you know what I'm saying, for Black people to say and shit like that. But Black people got to do some research on what it means and what.
Nigga, we gave $3 billion to the Vietnam.
There you go.
$3 billion. I know for sure because I remember learning that shit in college. $3 billion in compensations because of landmines that we put in Vietnam. $3 billion. Jesus fucking Christ. And y'all want to know why we can't go to school for free. For shit like that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all want to know why we can't go to school for free. And why people come over here and go to school for free. That's why.
Like, well, our country not gonna be sustained printing out all this fucking money. And so this is, imagine that on top of everything you just said prior with like interest. I mean, I'm sorry, inflation. Like, dog, this shit is not. It's not with motherfucker. Like, I'm be honest, and I don't want to go too far because I know a lot of motherfuckers gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm going too far with this shit. But to be honest with y'all, it's just my personal, you know what I'm saying? This shit just gotta go. I don't know who's scamming. I'm not promoting that shit. Um, at the end of the day, like, I think we headed in a socialist direction. I think everybody can see that.
Yeah.
I think shit they've been working on this shit since the Obama administration. It's getting closer and closer and closer to it. And the only reason why I say that is because when they first started giving out all this money, I could see it then.
Right.
And now it's like confirmed. Like, this shit ain't about race. This not about none of this shit. A lot of these leaders and shit, they not really up to speed. They obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
They message Louis Farrakhan and Dr. Umar. A lot of these guys are obsolete. I realized that, like, they don't know how to communicate to the Black community because of they're not spending enough time looking at economics and how it plays a heavy part in a cultural community. Like, economics is everything. All you gotta do is look at the Jewish community. All you have to do is look at the Jewish community. They don't get on TV and start talking about they need money.
Right.
Got their own schools, their own communities, their own senior housing, their own synagogues, their own properties. To show you the power of what I'm saying. And they don't have to compromise their culture. They don't get shot by the police. And granted, their skin is whatever. But the point I'm trying to make to you is, even if you go in the Ethiopian community in Silver Spring, same thing. It's no difference. And they Black. Same thing. So I'm just saying, like, economics play heavy. You ain't got people with Black people, they own, you know, stuff and they own businesses and stuff like that. But yeah, like, I just don't, it's a two-way sword. I'm kind of happy about it because just like we was going to also bring up on the podcast later on about a lot of these quote unquote explorers, but we like to call them invaders, you know what I'm saying? How they did come into these countries of indigenous people and, you know, bring slaves across from different places and mix people together and all types of stuff, and then made millions and trillions of dollars in well, I'm sorry, millions back then was trillions today. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna be honest, me, I knew somebody personally from Vietnam. I used to work with, and she was Vietnamese, and so she had told me all about the war stuff. And I never knew that, but it's funny. Like, I was down DC, and she showed me they made like a war memorial site for them or whatever like that. She was like, it's so crazy. It's like they killed millions of people, but then they gave us this little corner and thing because they was guilty and da da da. And so she had took me over there to lunch one day and was like, she told me, like, don't never forget like your culture, who you are and shit like that. Like, these white people, you know, they try to destroy your culture and your identity and da da da. But yeah, man, like, shit. Like I said, man, it's kind of a win and it's kind of an L. I don't know, but I just look at it like I don't want socialism neither.
All right.
That's not gonna be, you know, you look at it again, all you gotta do is look at history. As we always say, history repeats itself. Look at any country that did reparations and look at any country that kept printing money. Look at any country that did social democracy. India did it. I forget, Cuba, I think, yeah, Cuba did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is not, if that's what people want, I gotta get ready for some serious shit. This shit ain't gonna be fun. So, you know what I'm saying? So one up, but at the same time, I don't know. That's just me. Like we always ask the same. We always ask the same question when it comes to these topics. Where the money gonna come from? They got printed, so that means
taxes go up. That means
everything
goes up. Like I don't think people realize that. Yeah, and then the cost of living goes up. You know what I mean? Apartments that you pay for that's already expensive out here. The mortgages go up. You know what I mean? These houses go up. Your car insurance. It's just like I don't think people realize that.
I'm gonna be honest with you too. It's like even now when you look at the car industry, like dog sedans are no less than almost $30,000 now. Remember when a sedan was supposed to be an economy class car that was affordable, like no less than 15, no more than 15 to 20,000. Man, look at the new Nissan Altima, the base model. That shit is like 24, 28,000. And all the Acura, you know, the base model, just, you know, them joints are 35,000. Go walk in the dealership right now. A Toyota Camry, the newest one, a brand new one.
Right.
Shit, them just almost like at least like 30,000.
Hey man, like I said, man, people don't understand it, and it's just like cost of living means a lot because it's just like you're looking at these people that sit up here working at these retail stores and shoppers or any type of thing that they post that they're trying to make a living for. And they're not making much money and they can't even stay and live around this joint by themselves, bro. They're making like $14, $13 an hour, man. What the fuck are you gonna afford? What are you gonna afford?
I'm gonna just say this. I do like the fact that I noticed that they at least said it was only gonna be for home repairs and down payments. At least they're not just giving out money. And 400,000 ain't a lot of money, nowhere to work.
No, hell no.
But I think, you know, shit. The only thing is like, again, you know, like I said, how many people gonna really be able to get it, and how many people gonna sustain it? Because you can put a whole bunch of people in debt and it still won't do anything.
All I'm saying is,
I don't even understand this. This shit don't make sense. Honestly, now I just thought about it. It doesn't.
No, I don't, bro. Like, you know, but I understand what you're saying, but
I'll say homeowners. I say homeowners as far as the home repairs. Niggas need that, yeah, for sure. But I don't understand down payments because that just kind of makes me scared to think about how people mismanage mortgages. Everybody is not ready for no mortgage.
Yeah. I get it, but like I said, man, like, you know, it's just like the higher the bracket gets, the higher the more hard it is for the poor or the middle class.
Ain't no middle class though.
I mean, it ain't no more.
That went out with the Obama administration. They finished the middle class in the Obama administration. Bush started it. I'm sorry, shit. I can't remember who started it. I won't say Nixon, but they've been working on that for years. That's why I say, like, when you look at how we transition towards a socialist government, like this shit, they've been working this shit for a while. But like I said, during the Obama administration, they was able to kind of knock out a lot of shit. And the middle class definitely was canceled out during that administration. That was it. Due to shit like the whole immigration shit, to that whole foreign policy shit. When he came with the bans and all that stuff, shit. That situation with the mortgages that happened with Wells Fargo and Bank of America, people's mortgages was getting repackaged and sold to Europe. Like, I could just go on and on and on. Like, a lot of people don't like to try to highlight these things, but there's a lot of things out there about administration that was like some wild ass shit.
Run and play.
Mm-hmm.
play.
Yes,
I'm looking at this nigga. He looks scary. I said, go ahead and play.
I ain't even gonna lie, like I ain't trying to really play too many clips of this shit because you know, this is already like obviously already out there. Like I just wanted to kind of just go over it real quick too.
I don't know nothing about it. I never heard of it.
So this is just another shooter. You can read the headlines. Pretty much Colorado mass shooting. Guy runs in the building, kills a bunch of people, 10 people, including police officer.
It's normal.
At a King's Supers shopping center, grocery store. Oh shit. This is the alleged shooter. So yeah. Damn, wait a minute. This motherfucker, was he Jewish? Nah, this nigga. They gonna say he was a Arabian. Some shit.
How many people you killed? How many people you killed?
10.
10.
Mm-mm.
Well, if you wonder why your ARs and shit about to get to you, that's why.
But they're not about to take nobody's ARs, but they can't.
Man, I don't know, man. Sleepy Joe might take them while you sleep.
They can't do that, bro. They're not about to do all that.
Man, I don't know, man. You never know. I mean,
that's not gonna ever happen. You're not about to take nobody's guns. But you could definitely expect them to threaten them to do it. And yeah, I mean, they can't see the thing is money. It's always money. Politics is politics. If they go out here and say, oh, we're banning assault rifles tomorrow, Smith and Wesson, Delton, Remington, everybody, them niggas gonna file lawsuits from the federal government.
Look at this nigga.
I guess he was another Muslim type dude. He said Ahmad al-Alawi, unless he's Jewish, but he probably gonna say he's a Muslim.
Man, I don't know, bro. That nigga look crazy as shit.
He definitely like a nut.
Come on, bro. This nigga got 2 legs. Look at his legs.
This nigga got shot in the leg, apparently.
I don't know, bro.
But yeah, like.
Shit look like a one of those motherfucking, I don't know, bro.
Man, these niggas just wild. They probably on drugs, playing Call of Duty.
Right? So he on drugs.
That's what they need to do is get rid of them games. That's the real problem. I don't want to get into that because, like I said, I ain't trying to fuck with nobody's money. And, you know, blood is for sport. And, you know, at this point, we just live in a fucked up, corrupt country. So you're going to see this shit happen every day.
Mm-hmm.
But they need to get rid of the video game. That's what's encouraging niggas like this to get enough heart to do that shit.
Man, it's just wild, man. This world we live in is wild. It goes from the Columbine shit to now, man. Niggas just shooting up shit and white people are angry. And hey.
Yeah, peace out to them families and shit.
Yeah, definitely, always.
Down and feel for y'all. And, yeah, my deepest condolences because
always will feel for them because it's just like, you know what I mean? Anytime somebody walking in the building and shooting people for no reason.
Yeah, and just
for pinning. That's you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I mean, we gotta protect our people better. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
And no matter what race it is or whatever like that, we gotta protect our people better. I think the most destroying thing for me is Sandy Hook. It's always going to be the most destroying thing for me.
What is that?
Sandy Hook was when that nigga came out there and killed them kids in elementary school. I don't know if you remember that.
Damn, there's been so many of these motherfuckers. I can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you go to an elementary school and kill kids, man. Come on, man. These kids don't even know what's right or wrong, bro. Like,
Mental health, man.
yeah, man. We gotta do better. We just gotta do better, man. Not as a black, white, or Latino, or any type of race. We just gotta all do better. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, shit. While we on the topic, I guess the problem is America's been spawned from hell in the first place. So I guess it's eating its own tail. That's what happened in Rome. A serpent eats its own tail. It has to destroy itself and be born again. It's an old prophecy that go back to Asian culture and old Greco culture. And Mesoamerican culture too. The equinox is really the serpent.
Yeah.
All cultures understand this. It's the same thing with our money system. It gotta eat itself. But the reason why I bring this up is because we on this topic, you know what I mean, of colonialism and basically how some of this shit has gone so far as to these companies. I mean, you could just see it on the screen. I ain't even got to start scrolling too much, but look at the Jesus Christ. That's all I can say. Just look at that shit right there.
Now I'm looking at it now. It's just wow.
That shit's ridiculous. And basically, I bought this in to bring everybody to the surface of what this is about. Basically, I was doing a cross analysis on finances in terms of shit like reparations and stuff like that, because, like, you know what I'm saying, again, we do still think about shit like in terms of like financial fortitude, and people of Caucasian descendants, you know, usually have financial fortitude. It's due to the fact that their forefathers of great grandfathers, whoever was involved in shit like this,
Right.
Which is pretty much piracy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they would call piracy back in the day. Now piracy is considered like, you know, downloading illegal music or something, right? This is the same thing back then. And so if y'all look up a lot of these companies from back in the shit, like you can see 1637, and some of these companies was worth $7.6 million back then, which would be equivalent to 7.9 trillion today. And they're just showing you like how basically this company back then was equivalent to an Apple or Microsoft or Amazon back then. That's what kind of money these people was generating in 1637, colonizers. And this just happened to be the Dutch in particular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what they basically did was go over to East India and take them territories, and they was doing trade with opium, all types of stuff, tea, all herbs.
See that Exxon in that joint too. Like, that's the funny thing about it. Exxon.
You know what I'm saying? Just you could take a look. Just take a look at that. You know, that's like I said, that's what made me interested in this. Was like I started seeing other publications doing cross analysis on this.
But do you know what's so funny? When I look at these companies, I look at the oil. When we was fighting for oil. I like these banks is in general. Look at Johnson & Johnson. What Johnson & Johnson doing right now? Think about it. They're giving the COVID shots.
Of course. But I'm saying
it seems like look at Facebook. Look at AT&T. Look at McDonald's. Tesla. Tesla's like one of the biggest cars right now, man. Amazon. It's like one of the biggest platforms. Walmart always the biggest platform.
That's different. I'm talking about how these companies during that time was worth this kind of money off of free labor. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, you talking about free labor. Yeah, that's true.
I'm talking about
Yeah, but look at them now.
And invading countries, and now look at if you look at all these niggas' descendants, and they walk around today. These niggas, Microsoft bigger, they built their fucking business in a fucking garage. And now they investing in vaccine. Motherfucker want to take a vaccine, that's their fucking choice. I'm talking about the fact that these Dutch people was killing millions of people in India for their goods, destroying countries, killing millions of people. Back then, they got away with this shit. And they offspring got bank off this shit. That's what I'm talking about.
That's true.
Ain't nowhere in the world these people was worth this kind of money. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I thought when I first started looking into this, I thought these people probably made like $60,000 modern money, 100,000 or something.
And what I'm telling you, I think this shit was already planned. I think this shit was already like a get-go because it's just like, look at this shit.
I'm saying somebody should be, I ain't gonna say need to be, somebody should be accountable for something like that. That's what I'm saying. That should be looked at as a world crime.
How? These niggas worth, look at the numbers. Who the fuck gonna get them? They don't care.
Like I said, I didn't say somebody need to. I said somebody should. We already know nobody not gonna do nothing. I'm just saying that if you look at shit like this should explain the wealth gap. This should explain.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%.
In way better financial situations than other classes of people or races of people. That's the point I'm trying to make. When people had this discussion, how come this not being brought up? How come we looking at a thing talking about Chicago doing reparations, they're not bringing this up?
Right.
This the real discussion motherfuckers should be having. There's like the other shit I came across when you got niggas like this motherfucker who destroyed the whole Aztec Empire and the Mayan Empire, which is modern day Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga was net worth between 2 to 20 million. They cross research on a gang of sites. Like that's why I said between 2 to 20, because I couldn't get a solid confirmation, but I got different numbers in between that 2 and that 20. I got 7, 10, some different sites was saying different shit.
Look at the net worth, 20 million.
That's what I'm telling you.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck
I listened to what you're saying, but the net worth is crazy, bro. And during that time, that's crazy.
That's what I've been talking. That's the whole point I'm trying to make, bro.
No, I agree with you, bro. That's what I'm saying. For this, I'm just saying this is posted. It's posted. $20 million, man. That's a lot of money.
Destroyed the entire Aztec Empire and Mayan.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying this shit is posted. It's on the internet.
I know, like that's the
whole point. We knew this shit.
Look at the nigga we used to have to study in school.
Oh God, fuck this
nigga. Killed our ancestors over here. You feel me?
Man, fuck King George. Nigga, a lot of money.
18 million, bro.
He got a lot of money.
I got another source that said 40. That's why I said between.
I think you're right about the 40 because you got a King George guy that got a lot of money for over here.
Man, listen. All I'm saying to you is between 18 to $40 million back then.
All right.
So I'm just saying, like, this is real live, the discussion they need to
I just want you to realize that, and people to realize that this nigga got a lot of if you're African American or Native American,
right?
This is the reason why a lot of us are extinct. He's the reason why.
I'm glad you.
He's the reason why.
Look, I'm glad you brought that shit up.
He's the reason why.
I looked up. I found out some of the death toll numbers was up to like 50 million indigenous people. That was. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe it. If you sit up here walking around and you think because you got good hair and everything, you think you're special? No, because you're mixed. Because our people was breeding with Indians, Native Americans. Our people, African Americans, none of us is pure blood anything nowadays. Obviously,
Man, look, all I'm gonna tell you is this when niggas talk about reparations, this shit, I don't know why this shit ain't being brought up.
yeah, that's true. You're right.
That's all I'm saying. As long as I even brought this up on this shit was because I'm like, if anything, this need to be talked about because that's
I,
outrageous. That's
I agree with you, but we gonna do
outrageous. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. This is a real life atrocity. And this is why I said going back to loop it all the way back around to what I just said, America eating its own tail. Because now you got these mass shootings. These motherfuckers is the same motherfuckers. It's the same niggas' energy, bro. These are same niggas' spirits, bro, coming back and doing nut shit.
and I agree
Same
with you.
demons, you feel me? The same demons that was with these niggas is fucking doing nut ass shit, bro. America getting what it deserved, the pandemic, all that type of stuff. So shit, yeah.
Agree with you, bro.
And now you
How
got
many minutes we up tonight?
and now you gotta get to bring the next topic up. You should already know where I'm going with this.
Nigga, we can't do this shit. Like, we got how many minutes we up? Oh, you gonna passport?
Y'all believe this bullshit? Look at this.
Passport vaccine. Jesus
Come
Christ.
on, man. Like,
We was talking about this shit, right? Hey,
come on, man.
you want people to prove they COVID-19 shots? Cool.
Oh,
I mean, we can't do nothing about it, bro.
this is bullshit.
I mean, I believe it's bullshit, but we can't do nothing about it, nigga. Like,
I was just about to think about going to Jamaica, but now I don't want to go no more.
I mean, like, I don't want to go no more either. Fuck Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica like 6
That
times.
nigga said, fuck that shit.
I am not going no more. I'm tired of it. I've been to Jamaica like 6 times.
I'm saying though, bro, you can't fuck. What if they start doing this shit state to state?
They are going to start to, bro. They have to.
This
They
shit.
have to. They're gonna start protecting their people. You nigga, you ain't get that COVID shot? Okay, cool. Nigga, you ain't get it, then you can't go nowhere. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like the flu shot, bro. Remember when you had to prove that you got a flu shot to go to school?
Fuck
Remember
that.
that shit?
I'm going.
Remember that shit? Now I'm gonna ask you, do you remember that shit?
I
You
remember.
had to have your flu shot to go to school. I think it's still like that to this day.
Nigga, I ain't doing that shit.
I'm not doing it either, bro. I'm not doing it either. I swear to God, I haven't had a flu shot since Lord knows when. I don't even know. I swear to God, I said shit against my religion, which it is. I don't believe in flu shots.
Listen,
If I
man,
want to get the flu, I'm going to get it.
they killed Hank Aaron with the COVID vaccine.
Hank Aaron, yeah, Jesus Christ. Rest in peace of Hank Aaron.
That's right, man.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, we can't just sit up here. Bro, we going to have to talk about this another day, bro. Let's just end it off with that. Let's end this shit off, man.
Shit is depressing, man.
It's depressing. It's depressing.
It's depressing, bro.
It's depressing. Let's end this shit off, bro. And man, that's a good concept. How many minutes we got tonight?
Oh shit. Hold on. Sorry, block this up for a second. Damn, 2 hours. You said it though.
I said it's time to end this shit, bro.
This motherfucking half. Part 1, part 2. We call it.
Bro. Niggas is tired.
We call it.
What's your last remarks?
Man, fuck America. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's all you gotta say about America.
You know what I'm saying? Like just stay safe out there and try to, you know what I mean, keep surviving, man. As far as like what bro was talking about too, as far as social media thing, I will say one thing on that, like find your own pace, set that drink, don't feed into other people, find your own space and look for wisdom through other things like books, as they say. they always hide some of the best secrets in books. People that are on the screen in front of you, they don't have access to this themselves. So
Right.
fuck would you listen to them? And I'm just say that, and that ties in this whole vaccine stuff, all of that. Like, find your own way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, I refuse to take it because I know I take care of my body the right way and detox myself and probiotics, all that good shit, fitness, my consumption, my diet. But find your own way, find your own wisdom, and use that shit to keep your own confidence and find your own way. Because all that other shit is great, but it's a lot of good information in books, man. If you try and find information for help or wisdom.
You straight?
And protect yourself at all fucking times.
That's good, man. My last remarks is ladies and gentlemen, always remember, none of us are perfect. We're gonna keep making mistakes, and that's what it's all about. So life is about learning, and it gets for you to grow and keep growing and growing and growing.
Mhm.
So, like, as far as Derrick Jaxn, fuck him. Stop listening to that nigga.
God damn.
Stop. Fuck that nigga, dog. Like, y'all see this nigga? You see his wife face?
Well, come on, go.
Go back to that fucking.
Wrap it up.
I am gonna wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Fuck that nigga, dog. Live your fucking life. Life about making mistakes and growing.
Whatever cuz name is, I don't gotta.
I get it.
Damage goods ain't got no problem with you, bro. And this shit.
We don't have no problems with them. But I am gonna say, let these niggas make mistakes. You're not perfect.
Oh man.
You're not perfect. You out here fucking bitches raw. You're not perfect,
bro. Come on, bro.
You're not perfect. I'm just saying. You're not perfect. You sit up acting like you do.
A flag on the play over here. I'm calling a flag on the fucking play, man.
No, bro. We're not gonna sit up here and play that shit. We're gonna speak real. I made mistakes. Bro made mistakes.
God damn, I knew you was gonna go to
fucking
church.
Christ, bro.
I knew you was gonna go to church. Pass the fucking.
Nah, bro. Like, no.
Flag on your
bro. I'm tired of it, bro. Stop working on the greatest show on earth. Live your life.
Bro.
Do what you gotta do, bro. Make your mistakes and grow from it. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's right. I'll take
Simple as that. Make your mistakes and grow. Because we all human. And that's all it is. Let's take a song, bro.
Apple Podcasts, Deezer Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Patreon. God damn, this nigga's a nut. What was that one? I can't think of them at the time. Podcast, Audible, Amazon. I'm closing this shit up. Thank you.